Wendy. We are going to talk about New York City. I am Grecia Ortiz. New York is the most populous city in the United States of America and one of the most populous urban agglomerations in the world. The city is referred to as New York City or the City of New York to distinguish it from the state of New York. This city exerts a significant impact upon commerce, finance, media, art, fashion, research, technology, education, and entertainment. New York is also an important center for international diplomacy and has been described as the cultural and financial capital of the world. This city is also known because of the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Byron Kubur. With a census estimated 2030 population of 8 million distributed over a land area of just 305 square miles, New York is the most densely population major city in the United States. As many as 800 languages are spoken in New York, making it the most linguistically diverse city in the world. By 2030, census estimates the New York City metropolitan region remains by significant margin the most populous in the United States as defined by both the metropolitan statistical area and the combined statistical area with 23 million residents. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Julio Pineda and I'm going to talk about the car in New York City called Manhattan. New York became the most popular urbanized area in the world in early 1920s. The most beautiful place is called One World Trade Center, located in the lower of Manhattan, in the Western. Several small islands are also part of the borough of Manhattan. And to dismiss me, if you are planning to travel, don't forget to visit Manhattan and especially Randall's Island because it's the most beautiful place that you have to see and you most to be there. Thank you.
I am Andrea Soto and I am going to talk about New York and its architecture. The architecture of New York has so many buildings in a wide range of styles and distinct time periods, like the neighborhood in the Brooklyn, where was filmed the movies of Sex and the City 1 and 2, and show you like buildings like icons, like the Empire State. And the Manhattan skyline has many skyscrapers, universally recognized, and the city has been home to several of the tallest buildings in the world. The art is very important in the streets of New York, and that's the most important information. Thank you so much.
Hi Wendy, I'm Rosa Mejia and I'm going to talk you about the boroughs. New York has 5 boroughs and they are Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens and Staten Island. Manhattan is the home of the Central Park and the skyscrapers. In Bronx we can find the Bronx Zoo and the Yankee Stadium. Brooklyn is known by Brooklyn Bridge. Queens is the biggest borough and there are 2 principal airports and they are LaGuardia, John F. Kennedy Airport, and finally in Staten Island was the biggest landfill in the world, but nowadays it is changing.
My name is Ruth Moraes and I talk about parks in New York. All megacities need an area in which people can have fun. The city of New York has a complex park system. One of them is Central Park. Central Park is located in the heart of Manhattan in New York City. Central Park is the most visited park in the United States. Receives about 25 million visitors every year. Contains several artificial lakes, which are lakes in the summer and ice skating rinks in winter. Also has the Central Park Zoo, a Victorian castle, the Central Park Conservatory Garden, and green areas used for sport and picnics. The Central Park Zoo has seen recordings of movies and cartoons. Also, the Statue of Liberty National Monument is considered an icon of the city of New York and is both the states of New York and New Jersey. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, my name is Maureen Perez and I'm gonna talk about New York infrastructure. In New York, we can find renowned bridges. For example, Brooklyn Bridge, an icon of the city itself. On the other hand, if you like sightseeing, you have to visit some of the most famous streets and highways of New York. For example, Wall Street, Broadway, Madison Avenue, or 7th Avenue. Additionally, New York's comprehensive transportation system is complex and extensive. Only 22% of Manhattanites own a car. That's why there are more than 12,000 yellow taxi cabs and many buses. Moreover, you can travel by the Staten Island Ferry or also visit some of the three major airports of New York: John F. Kennedy, Newark Liberty, and LaGuardia.
Hello, my name is Axel Barahona and I'm going to talk about the mass transit use in New York City. Well, the mass transit use in New York City is the highest in the United States, and gasoline consumption in the city is the same rate as the national average in the 1920s. The city's high level of mass transit use saved 1.8 US gallons of oil in 2006. New York City saves half of all the oil saved by transit nationwide. The city's population density, the low automobile use, and the high transit utility make it among the most energy efficient cities in the United States. Well, that's all. See you soon. Bye.